as we'll hit volleyball and football at the home of the Buckaroos. Right now you see the Lady Buckaroos on the left-hand side. On the right side is Three Rivers, and it will be the team in the red and black taking on the gold and the blue. Thanks again for joining us for our broadcast. Rudy Zamaripa Jr. on the camera. We made travels from Port Mansfield to San Benito to Falfurrias to Kennedy and here to Freer. And we're here on time for this broadcast. We're ready to serve for the first time on the night. Maylee Martinez is back for Three Rivers, and she'll serve it up with a right-handed jump serve. And across it comes. Overhead, good return to serve by Freer. They'll play it off the net. Free opportunity here for Three Rivers. Good pass, good set, back row kill attempt, tipped over instead. Allows Freer to set it up. Outside, left side, Hinojosa puts it down and out of bounds it goes. First point belongs to Three Rivers. Rudy Zamaripa Jr. on the camera again has been by my side throughout our travels today, and what a wild ride we had just to get here in time for this one. That serve goes in the net. We're tied at one apiece between Freer and Three Rivers. Three Rivers, we watched them during their warm-ups. They do have some hitters. They'll have to bring it with a consistent basis to be able to contend with what we've seen against teams that play against Freer. Angelino Trevino is back to serve for the Lady Buckaroos. Gets it over on the return to serve. They can't dig it out of the net, and the Lady Bucks are on top by the score of 2-1. Game one here. This is the best of 5 series between these two teams. Each game is a win by 2. Another jump serve this time by Freer. That's nearly an ace. Played up near the net, just crosses, and a big spike down and in. Emma Cantu puts it away. And take a look at here on the replay on your right-hand side, as you'll see that sometimes these return of serves turns into the outright set for the opposition. Lady Bucks on top at 3-1. Serve is over. Played by Three Rivers. They'll tip it over. Covered nicely by Trevino. Big set, and down it goes. Another kill. This time it's Carolyn Hinojosa putting it away. Hinojosa makes it a 4-1 game. Serving again is Trevino. Trevino serves it across. Ball up high. Played over. Diving play keeps that alive for a moment. In the net it goes, and a point scored by Three Rivers. And now they'll see if they can establish a little momentum here off the serve. Sarah Mia Stewart back to serve. Stewart gets it across with some emphasis. Played at the front row. Second hit over. Three Rivers with the chance. Set it up center. Big swing. Down it goes. A kill by Gabby Geraldo. Makes it a 4-3 ball game, and we saw Geraldo during warm-up with some thunderous hits for Three Rivers. Next serve coming up by Sarah Mia Stewart. She's a freshman on this team, also a middle hitter, this time serving it up. Right side outside, cross on the angle. That carries out of bounds, and we're tied at 4 apiece. On the miss hit by the Freer Lady Bucks. That one had enough pace that it carried all the way out of bounds. Three Rivers and Freer will be playing football tonight. We'll be making our way from the gym out to the stadium to carry the football game for you tonight. We're at 7 volleyball games and count them 9 football games before this night's over. That's another point scored by Three Rivers. They'll call a lift against Freer. And a 5-4 lead for the visitors. Sarah Mia Stewart to serve again. Deeper serve this time. Better pass on the return. Sets it up off the net. Spiked over by Cameron Cantu. Ball in the net. We're tied at 5 apiece. We've certainly seen bigger sets from this Freer squad in our coverage. That time, just a well-placed hit for the scoring point. Analia Salinas serves it up, and that's going to be an ace. 6-5 your score as Freer now gains the lead. And the Lady Bucks will serve. Games 1 through 4, up to 25, win by 2. If we get to game 5, it's up to 15, win by 2. Serve over, a knuckleball serve. Played by Three Rivers off the net. Trying to set it up nonetheless for Geraldo. Puts it over. A play by Salinas to keep that alive. Free ball coming up for Three Rivers. The set by Sotelo. Tipped over. Freer there to cover that. A high set outside, right side. Hinojosa puts it down on the back row. Hinojosa with the kill, makes it a 7-5 game. Freer on top. And they'll serve again as they'll drift the ball back to Salinas. Salinas puts it over. Short serve. They'll play it up high off the left side. Salinas there to play that. From the back row, this is Cantu. Puts it over. Three Rivers struggling. They'll get it up near the net. Brooklyn Lambrecht gets it over. Ball back on the Freer side. Set it up left side for Varilla. Out it goes. Point scored off the hit by Varilla. Lady Bucks up by 3. That's their biggest lead of the ball game. Whistle blows for a substitution to check in for Three Rivers, as Serena Signs will check into the game. Meanwhile, Salinas to serve again. Analia for Freer. Gets it over. Nice overhead serve. Second hit over. Freer there to cover that defensively. A set just off the net. This is Trevino. Angelina puts it over. Three Rivers will get to it, but a free ball for Freer. A pass by Cantu. A high back set, and this is Hinojosa. That carries out of bounds. 8-6 ball game. Everything was there except for the finish off of that hit by Hinojosa. Lambrecht back to serve again for Three Rivers. He's a junior. Plays as a setter and outside hitter. That one goes in the net. Point scored by Freer, and they go up 9-6. Back to serve, Carolyn Hinojosa. Shorter serve. Good pass by Three Rivers. A set on the left side. Punched over. Played by Freer. They'll back set it, and they'll be called for a lift. And a point scored by Three Rivers makes it 9-7. Game 1. Maylee Martinez, a senior, libero. Back to serve for Three Rivers. She'll put that to the back row, played by Freer, right on the money with a pass. Right side set for Cantu, gets it over, diving play, kept alive. Nice play by Sotelo over there on the Three Rivers side. Set it up for Carpenter. Kara Carpenter, that's blocked back at you. Ball at the net, and down it goes. Point for Three Rivers. Take a look at the finish of this on your replay. This is during the rally, and a block first of all. Nice cover, but then nobody back there to play that. Points scored for Three Rivers. 9-7 ball game, making a 9-8 game as they serve. Looking for the tie. Three Rivers watches. Freer sets it up. Carpenter looking for the angle. That carries out of bounds. 9-8 ball game. 9-9 game. And a serve over by Martinez. Played by Freer. They'll hit it from the back row. Ball up, now played by Three Rivers. They'll get it over on the Freer side. Big swing again, this time covered by Freer. Punched over the net. Ball still alive. And a nice play by Freer, and they'll score. 10-9, Lady Bucks on top. That one's called a point to Three Rivers. We're all tied at 10 apiece.
Go ahead. 4 for 3.
That's another point for Three Rivers, and they go up 11-10. Here in the first game. Ball back across. Played over. Three Rivers with the lead, trying to build on that with a back set right side. That's hit across on the angle, and point score. Kill this time by Shannon Gabbert. Makes it a 12-10 ball game. Next serve across, a deep serve. That's just carries out of bounds. And Freer gains the serve. Down 1. Substitution off the bench for the Lady Bucks, as Emma Cantu will check in on the front row. Meanwhile, back to serve. Putting it in play is Hannah Varilla. That one carries out of bounds. Rivers on top. Kristen Sotelo serves it up. Ball off the back row. Three Rivers will try to play that. And they'll just get it over. Good set. Here comes Trevino setting up Carpenter. And she'll score the point. 13-12 ball game. Carpenter on the kill for Freers. Lady Bucks. Carpenter now to serve. Had plenty behind that. Return to serve by Geraldo. Ball over on the Freer side. Punched over the blockers. Right there is Zamzau to cover that for Three Rivers. Ball back on the Three Rivers side. Set it up off the net this time. Trying to get it to Lembrecht. Puts it over. Nice play by Carpenter to dig that. Rally continues. Freer setting it up. Hinojosa puts it over. Right back at you. Here's Three Rivers. Second hit over. Good chance here for Freer. A set. Hinojosa elevates. Lets it go. Out of bounds. 14-12 ball game. Three Rivers to serve. Jump serve this time. Short serve, and it's good for the ace. 3-point lead for Three Rivers. Off the ace, served up by Shannon Gabbert. Substitution now checks in for Three Rivers. Sarah Mia Stewart back on the game. She'll set up on the outside, right side at the net. Next serve coming up is just across. Freer will get to it. Free ball coming up to work with, nothing doing. In the net it goes. Point scored. Three Rivers on top here in game one. 16-12. Timeout on the floor. Lady Bucks trailing at home. Back with more right after this.
Receiving COVID-19 patients.
When the world needed you, did you rise to the occasion? Since the pandemic began, Jay Gonzalez Injury Attorneys have won over 700 personal injury cases and recovered millions for their clients. When others shut down, we continued fighting for victims of car accidents, work injuries, and 18-wheeler cases because we still believe in justice for all. Jay Gonzalez.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, and we are back to action and a serve in the net. So a timeout call by Freer. And they'll gain the serve back here. Down three in game one. Back to serve, Angelina Trevino. Gets it across with an ace. Served up for the Lady Buckaroos. 2-point game. 16-14. Our thanks again to all the school districts assisting us in broadcasting our games. Whether it be here, Foul Furious, Corpus Christi, West Oso, Odom, Bloomington tonight. There's an ace served up. It's a 1-point game. Trevino to serve again. Gets it over. Back set this time. Big hit from the back row, but that carries out of bounds, and we're tied at 16 apiece. So after gaining that 4-point lead, Three Rivers, the Lady Bulldogs now seeing that evaporate. Now a chance for Angelina Trevino to serve for the lead for the Lady Buckaroos of Freer. Overhead serve. A nice one. Ball up on the return to the net. Nothing doing. Point scored. Freer takes the lead. 17-16 here in the first game. Trevino will serve again. Gets it across. On the return to serve. On the back row. Played by Lambrecht. Gets it over. High set. Hinojosa gets up in the air and puts it away. Hinojosa with a beautiful delivery on that kill. Watch the elevation. Watch just the sheer leaping ability and the hang time on that kill. Freer up 18-16. Off the net. Playing it near Hinojosa. Will somehow get it over. Tip over down the sideline. Point scored for Three Rivers. Nice play by Lambrecht. 1-point game at 18-17.
Go ahead, girls.
Rotation allows Mia Stewart to check back in the game. Now she'll serve. Fans, check in where you're watching these games from. Give us a shout out if you will. We're in game 1 here from Freer. Always neat to see where fans are tuning into our games from. Middle set, Hinojosa tips it over. Played by Lamprecht. High set on the middle, tipped across the blockers. Played on the Freer side, back over, point score. Hinojosa spotted the back row, playing deep. And had just enough of that to carry it through. 2-point lead. Serving for point number 20 on the scoreboard. Analia Salinas at the line for the Freer Lady Buckaroos. Some topspin on that serve. Three Rivers will get to it. Set it up. Big approach. Down it goes. Huge kill. Point scored. Three Rivers. We talked about the elevation and the vertical leaping ability. Watch this on the kill by Geraldo. Outside swing, another kill. This time Freer right back at you. Hannah Varia back on the front row. 4-point lead for Freer. Matches their biggest of the game. Carolyn Hinojosa to serve it up. Scoreboard reads 20-18. I'll leave it there. We'll watch that and see if they adjust that. Ball up over the net on the Three Rivers side. Play it up near the net. Block back at you, and it carries out of bounds. Point scored for Freer. And a timeout call by Three Rivers. Lady Buckaroos up by 3. They'll race off the sidelines, head to the coach, and get some instruction from there on how to maybe put this game away. Back with more from Freer after this. Back here in Freer, Texas on a Friday night. A little volleyball action early in the afternoon, or late afternoon that is, between Three Rivers and Freer. Game 1 separated by 3 points. Now 2 as Three Rivers scores a point off the timeout. Two-point ball game. Serve coming up for Three Rivers. They'll get that over. Ball up near the net, laid back on the back row, tipped over. Good set this time, high set middle, big swing and approach, down it goes again, another kill for Three Rivers, Gabby Geraldo. 1-point game at 21-20. Serve over by Three Rivers. On the return of serve, sets up a challenge at the net, won by Freer. Up there, Angelino Trevino. Lady Buckaroos up by 2 at 22-20. Cantu back to serve. It's nearly a lift. Ball back over on the Freer side. They'll get it up near the net. Swing across. Diving play with a nice pass. Set it up. Hit over the blockers. Played by the back row. Freer sets it up. Here's Carpenter. Lets it go. Puts it down. Another kill for Kara Carpenter. They're up by 3. Timeout. Freer leads by 3. Three Rivers wants to talk. Back with more after this.
Bubba's 33 and Corpus Christi is a proud sponsor for all teams on Rio Sports Live. If you can't make it to the game, then watch it on the big screen at Bubba's 33 in Corpus. Great food, great atmosphere before, during, or after the game. Stop in at Bubba's 33 in Corpus Christi, Texas.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Back here after the timeout, Freer with a lead. They'll serve it. Up by 3. Three Rivers will get it over. Lady Bulldogs will have to play some defense here. Good pass by Hinojosa. They'll back set it this time off the net. Hit over by Varilla. Good chance here. Second hit down the back corner. Played by Freer. Trying to set it up for Carpenter, and nothing doing in the challenge. Ball still alive for a moment. Now call 4 hits on Freer. Award the point to Three Rivers. Another point scored by Freer. They go up 24-21 and have a chance to serve to win game 1. Back at the line is Hannah Varilla. Varilla with a right-hand serve, puts it up across. Good pass by the Lady Bulldogs. Set it up in the middle, hit over by Gabbert. Freer at the net, and 2 players converge. In the net it goes. Point scored by Three Rivers. Lady Bulldogs stave off a game point and now will serve. Back at the line is Kirsten Sotelo. Sotelo, a senior on the squad, will get this one across to the back row. Ball up near the net, dug out. This is still alive. Back on the Three Rivers side. Lady Bulldogs, golden opportunity here. Set it up off the net though. Miscarry there. And in the net it goes though. Point scored, 1-point game. Well, that was a gift-wrapped chance to put this one away for Freer. Kara Carpenter normally is going to produce right there. 1-point ball game. Sotelo to serve to try to tie it up here in game 1. Gets it across on the return. Just across, played at the net. Now they'll call 2 hits. Ball game over. Freer wins game 1, 25-23. We'll be back with more after this on Rio Sports Live.
Moore Funeral Home, serving Refugio, a county family since 1969. A family-owned business. They're here to serve you every need. Winston, Judy, and Mark Moore support the Bobcats all the way to state.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Stacy Neiman Insurance Agency, LLC, located on the Square in Woodsboro, Texas, specializing in row, crop, and pasture rangeland, serving farmers and ranchers in multiple counties since 2011. This institution is an equal opportunity provider and employer. 1-800-573-5166. Stacy Neiman Insurance Agency, LLC.
The kids are headed back to school, and this year, more than ever, they'll need internet they can rely on from VTX1 companies. Internet that makes the grade is vital to connect students at home with teachers and professors alike. Our friendly staff is standing by to give you any help you may need. For a limited time only, get free installation from a company headquartered in the Rio Grande Valley. Call VTX1 at 1-800-446-2031. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
In Fremont, Texas, off Highway 281 is the Oasis Restaurant, serving great food daily. And if you can't make it to the game, then watch it while you eat. Carry out and dine in available. Great selection of food for any taste and supporting local athletes all the way. The Oasis Restaurant in Fremont, Texas.
South Padre Island Golf Club. Come for a visit. Stay for a lifetime.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
We are back here on Rio Sports Live, and thanks again for tuning in wherever you may be watching our games, whether it be on our social media on Facebook or on our YouTube channel, or even those watching on Twitter Live. We do appreciate you tuning in wherever you may be. If you're watching on our Facebook, please share the link. Let other fans know these games are going on, and like and follow our page to help us assist us in talking with advertisers who are always asking us, well, what are your numbers? Those watching on YouTube, if you can, subscribe to our channel so you'll get indications as to when we go live. You'll get a notification by being a subscriber. Everything's free that we do on Rio Sports Live, whether it be for the schools or for the fans, no charge. And enjoy these games, multiple games coming your way here tonight on a Friday as we've extended for the volleyball into football transition even wider tonight, and it'll be even bigger next week. And as we carry further forward, bigger nights are coming. Big spike to start it off. Freer on top, 1-0, and away we go in game two. It was a tightly contested ball game in the first of this series before Freer was able to finally capture the win. Kara Carpenter will serve. Three Rivers was able to mount some runs against Freer, but late in the game, Freer managed to take control of the lead and extend into the win. Tied up at 1 apiece. Back to serve is Shannon Gabbert, a senior for Three Rivers Lady Bulldogs. That one's down for Freer. They go up 2-1. Lady Buckaroos up. Angelina Trevino will serve again. Had some nice top spin, carried it straight down, causes some problems and scores a point for Freer. Lady Buckaroos are now up 3-1. Substitution off the bench for Three Rivers as Harley Romo will check in the game. She's a junior, a setter on the team. It's time to return a serve straight up in the air. Play near the scorer's table, nothing doing. And a quick lead for Freer. Next serve on the way, short serve. On the back row, played over. Freer with a good chance here. Normally they'll produce. The pass is on the money. The back set. Hinojosa lets it go. Off the back row. Point scored. Freer up 5-1. Carolyn Hinojosa with yet another kill. Certainly produces when she's at the net. Ball in the net this time. Point carries to Freer, and they go up 6-1. Fans tuning in from Raymondville. Give a shout back in that direction. Give me a shout out where you may be watching this game from. I'm tuning in right now on the Facebook side to see where fans are commenting where they're watching this game from. This is Freer and Three Rivers, and Freer out to now a 7-1 lead in game two. And this resembles nothing like what we saw game one, in which Three Rivers were slugging it out back and forth for every point. Serena Signs now to serve it up, or check that, back to serve for Freer is Angelina Trevino. Before that, the whistle blows. They'll check at the line and see what the rotation, check that. Everything appears to be okay. Give a shout out to Austin, Texas, also Granbury, Texas, also tuning in. Saw some fans tuning in from Raymondville, Texas. We were in Raymondville last night checking out some of their preseason football practices. We're also in Lyford, and things are starting to open up just a bit in the RGV. Matter of fact, we've got our first volleyball game featuring an RGV team on Tuesday night when Lyford will be at home to take on San Isidro. Our first football game featuring an RGV team is tonight, where MMA, Marine Military Academy, will be taking on Fremont. Next week, we know that Lyford travels to Banquete. Woodland, Texas. Give a shout out to Nora Jean watching from there. 7-1 ball game. We're back to action. Freer will set it up. Hinojosa off the net. Two hands that over down the sideline. And that one carries out of bounds. Another point for Freer. And they're up 8-1. Another substitution off the bench for the Lady Bulldogs of Three Rivers. Kirsten Sotelo will check in. Amanda Ciprian watching in San Antonio, Texas. Give a shout out in that direction. Ezekiel Tarango in Tula, Texas, also tuning in. 8-2 ball game as Three Rivers ends that long service run for the Freer Lady Bucks. Makes it an 8-2 game. They got a big uphill climb now to get back into this game. Sarah Mia Stewart back to serve. The freshman lets it go with a deep knuckleball played by Freer. Still off the net this time. Free ball to work with. That one's going to be a lift and a point scored. Makes it an 8-3 game, Three Rivers. Next serve on the way for Stewart. Another knuckleball. This time it's return. Freer set it up. Hinojosa reaches back, gets it blocked. It also carried in the net. And a point scored by Three Rivers. They're back to within 4. You figure if you can get to within 2 here before turning that serve back over, you can kind of feel like you've righted the ship if you're Three Rivers. Stewart serves it over. Freer on the attack. A set by Trevino on a back set. From the back row, Varia puts it in the net. Another point scored for Three Rivers. Makes it an 8-5 game. Sarah Mia Stewart will serve. Gets it over. Good pass this time by Freer. Set it on a back set. Tipped in the net it goes. 8-6 ball game. And timeout call. Three Rivers did the job they needed to, and that is dig their way back out of a hole into the game. They're there. Three Rivers on the sideline. You see Freer is too. We'll be back with game 2 continuing after this.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Back here after the timeout. Freer, they're still leading, but it's down to 2. Three Rivers on the attack. That's a nice hit that time by Lamprecht, but a good dig by Freer. Hinojosa tips it over and gets the point for the Lady Buckaroos. They go back up 3 at 9-6. Analia Salinas back to serve. Salinas gets that over. Back set this time. In the net it goes. Point scored for Freer. Lady Bucks up 10-6. Next serve over. On the return of serve. Sets up a hit for Freer. They'll call a lift on Freer and allow the point to Three Rivers. 3-point game at 10-7. Back to serve is Brooklyn Lamprecht. Lamprecht gets it over. Good pass, good set. Big kill by Varia. That carries out of bounds though. Point scored by Three Rivers, and the Lady Bulldogs are back within 2 and serving. Lamprecht will try to edge closer for this Three Rivers team. Gets it over. Freer set it up again on a back set. Hinojosa got the approach, got the kill. Point scored. 11-8 Freer on top by 3. Back set right side that time. Hinojosa showing she can hit from the strong side or the offside. Either way, when she rotates across that front row, she'll serve here. Short serve, diving play, keeps it alive for a moment. Nothing doing as it carries out of bounds. Ace served up by Hinojosa.
Go ahead.
Substitution off the bench for Three Rivers. Serena Signs will check into the game. Hinojosa will serve. Just gets it over. A knuckleball serve, serves up another ace. 13-8, Hinojosa back-to-back aces. Give a shout out to, saw someone watching in Louisiana. Thanks for tuning in out of state here on Rio Sports Live. Three Rivers will spike that over, looking for the back corner. That carries out of bounds. And Freer's now opened up a 6-point lead. Second time they've had that type of a lead here in this game. Once Three Rivers was able to come back, they have to dig deep yet again. Return a serve, gets there to the net. Ball over on the second hit. Here's a set. This is Carpenter. Down it goes. Kara Carpenter with a kill. 15-8 ball game. And that second hit is used to carry the ball across the net. Most coaches will look over, and if you score the point, great. If it doesn't score, and it wasn't an outright kill off a miss hit, normally they look at that as a missed chance. Spike across on the angle. Good dig that time by Lamprecht. Second hit, blocked back at you. Point scored, Freer. Carpenter at the net, showing some defense. 15-8 game. Now they'll change it up and award the point to Three Rivers. We got that on the replay. We'll take a look here. I'll just put it full screen so you can see where the call may have came from. It'll be happening right there, and they'll say she reached over the net. 15-9 game, a middle set. Big swing, down it goes on a kill by Gabby Geraldo. Geraldo makes it a, well, they've still got the score at 15 for Freer. It won't change ours to match it. 15-10 your score. Good return of serve for Freer. Back set for Carpenter. Lets it loose. Puts it away. Watching from Leakey, Texas. Give a shout out in that direction to Keatley Adame. Thanks for tuning in. Serving is Cameron Cantu for Freer's Lady Buckaroos. Short serve, good return, but it's up near the net. Look out there, down it goes. Kara Carpenter yet again. Carpenter just flexing her muscle on the front row, this time across. Gift wrap there on the hit. On the return of serve, this is near the net. Look out again, a challenge there. This is over on the Freer side. They'll get to it, but they can't get it over, and a point scored by Three Rivers. Lady Bulldogs needed that one in a big way. Rotating back as Geraldo, the senior middle hitter, will serve. Meanwhile, substituting in, Courtney Zamzow into the game for Three Rivers. Long Island, New York, give a shout out in that direction. Thanks for tuning in here on Rio Sports Live. Freer gives up a free ball. Three Rivers, Lady Bulldogs trying to take advantage. Second hit over. Right there, Salinas to cover that. Back set for Carpenter, lets it go. Blocked back at you. Point scored as Shannon Gabbert makes a play. (17-12). Geraldo to serve again for the Lady Bulldogs of Three Rivers. Skims the net, challenge at the net, ball still alive. Carries out of bounds, and there's another point scored by Three Rivers. Geraldo will serve again as Three Rivers continues to show resilience here in game number 2, playing from behind from the start. Tipped over, sideline coverage this time by Three Rivers. Free ball coming up. Miscommunication there as Shannon Gabbert wanted to elevate for the hit coming off that back row. Meanwhile, teammates were playing that for the free ball for the Lady Buckaroos. Varilla back to serve. Hannah Varilla sets it up. Good pass this time. Back there's Martinez. Off the net, they'll get it over. Here's Carpenter way off the net. Got the roll off the net. Points scored, 19-13. Freer up by 6. Timeout call. Freer up, Three Rivers. They've dug from behind a couple of times in this ball game. They'll need to try it again. We'll be back with more after this on Rio Sports Live.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail.
Back here, back to action in Freer, Texas, and after a timeout was called, they'll call a lift on Three Rivers and award a point. All right, I appreciate the heads up. Sandy Hinojosa letting me know that Hannah Varia is not indeed Hannah. That's what I've got. I've got Hannah Varia. On the roster, ball across, it carries out of bounds. Point scored by Freer. They go up 21-13. Varia to serve again. Just gets it over. Played by Three Rivers. They'll back set it. Lady Bulldogs watch now as Freer sets it up for Carpenter. Gets in the air, off the blockers. Covered this time by the Lady Bulldogs. Second hit over. Another chance near the net. Second hit, back corner. Point scored for Freer. Caught him off guard on the back row. And that'll happen as you see the replay on the right-hand side because of all the big hitters. You start rotating forward, trying to set up to cover those big hits. That leaves your libero covering a lot of room back there. That's over. Okay, Haley Varia. I know it's V-I-E-R-A. Or V-E-R-I-A, Varia. I'm saying that, but through a mask, it sounds probably crazy. So hang in there with me. I know it's Hannah Varia, V-E-R-I-A. I've got that on the roster. I'll try to enunciate better through the mask, but it's trying times here in 2020. 23-13, make it 23-14 game as Freer now will serve for the win and try to take game two. They'll get it over. Ball back on the Freer side, hit off the blockers. Point scored. Freer wins game two, 25-13. They'll go for the sweep after this.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
Hi fans, today's game is brought to you by New York Life. Best of luck to your team.
And I'm Danielle Goslin, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For over 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation of developing the most successful professionals in the industry.
We help to manage the process from day one and guide you on your way to success. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business,
then we would like to show you how we can help.
When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits, caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats. Laguna Madre Baits, 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas.
Yes, ma'am.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
U.S. Oilfield Construction and the family of Rene Martinez III would like to wish Rene and his fellow teammates the best of luck.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, Vieira, despite how it's spelled on the varsity roster. We'll get it right. Thank you to one of the fans who came up and assisted me in deciphering that it isn't right on the roster. We'll get it done. We'll be here for football action tonight. Coach Munguia, we're trying to reel him in as a pinch hitter. See if he can pull that off. So I'm going to need to get to Odom to try to help that crew out so we can get that football game on as well. Lady Bulldogs of Three Rivers as we get set for game number 3. They showed up many times during game 1 that they were capable of just slugging it out with this Freer team. Like I said at the onset, teams that want to try to knock this team off had better bring it from start to finish. Any lapse normally just opens up a door and you just don't recover. Jump serve and away we go. Game 3. Freer will set it up. Hinojosa tips it with the left hand. Got the point. 1-0. Freer on top here in game 3. Angelina Trevino will serve. Just gets it over. Played by Three Rivers Lady Bulldogs. Big swing from the back row. That counts. Points scored. Gabby Geraldo ties it up at 1 apiece. Next one over. Hey, thank you on that game 2 sets. Another point scored there. And the Lady Bulldogs on top here in this one. Two ball game here in game 3. And Aaliyah Salinas will serve. Just gets it over. Ball up high. Played, tipped over. Back set this time. Carried over on the Lady Bulldogs side. Off the net, hit over by Lambrecht. Good dig by Salinas. Ball up, now hit over on the Three Rivers side. Great chance here. Put away by Geraldo, nothing doing. Nice dig back there on the back row, Carly Hinojosa. Ball at the net, block back at you. Brooklyn Lamprecht scores the point. 3-2 game. Another serve for Three Rivers. Lambrecht. Set over. Returned by Hinojosa. Set it up left side. Vieira gets it over. Ball back on the Freer side. Hinojosa from that right side. Back there again, Lambrecht. Hit over with the left hand. This time by Maya Abdallah, and it scores the point. Maya Broden with a kill. 4-2, Three Rivers with the lead here in game number 3. Serve over. High set left side. Hit over on the Three Rivers side. Whistle blows. Points scored to Freer. Middle set this time. Hit across. That carries out of bounds. Tie game at 4 apiece. Next serve by Hinojosa. Gets across. Played by the Lady Bulldogs. Five-4 ball game. Freer won the first game in a close one. Won the second one and double digits with the win. That carries in the net. We're tied at 5 apiece. Maylee Martinez to serve for Three Rivers. Serves up an ace. Lady Bulldogs take the lead at 6-5. Next serve coming up. Deep serve carries out of bounds. All tied at 6 apiece. Next serve for the Lady Buckaroos. Cameron Cantu gets it over down the sideline, just out of bounds. Three Rivers with the lead at 7-6. Substitution off the bench for Three Rivers. Meanwhile, back to serve. Gabby Geraldo. She'll get it over on the Freer side. Lady Bucks with a back set for Carpenter. Good dig that time by the Lady Bulldogs. Ball back on the Freer side. Carpenter again, this time from off the net. Puts it away, ties the game, 7 apiece. Seven your score. Vieira back to serve. Just gets it over, played by the Lady Bulldogs. Good pass, good set middle. Back row there to dig that. Vieira, now here's Carpenter. Aldo dug that near a lift. Ball back on the Freer side. Set up Carpenter again, lets it loose. Dug by Lamprecht. Set it up middle for the Lady Bulldogs. Nothing doing. Could he get past Emma Cantu on the front row? Freer regains the lead at 8-7. Makes it an 8-8 game, and we're tied here in game 3 as we go back and forth. Lady Bulldogs will serve. Sotelo gets it over. And serves up an ace. Lady Bulldogs on top at 9-8. Sotelo will serve. Kirsten Sotelo. Freer with the pass. Trevino the set. Hit over by Cantu, and that carries out of bounds. Three Rivers up by a couple here in the third game. Football a little bit later on. These teams will exit the gym, and some of these fans will be making their way to the football stadium. It's Three Rivers taking on Freer tonight. 7:30 kickoff for that one. Blocked by Three Rivers. And a point scored. Lady Bulldogs up 3 at 11-8. Timeout, Freer. Lady Bulldogs with the momentum. Race to the sidelines. Trying to extend this series. Back with more after this.
For any oil field construction needs, please contact DS Oilfield at 361-396-0059, Alice, Texas, or Logan Wilson at 361-701-8892 at any time. Thank you. Let's go jerseys from DS Oilfield. The Rustic Tea Boutique is now a sponsor for Teams here on Rio Sports Live. Located in Fremont, Texas, supporting both the Cowboys and Cowgirls in their games. Whether it's Twisted X shoes, a wide assortment of Sense apparel, or the latest styles for men and women in clothing or accessories, or a great selection of scented candles, Rustic Tea Boutique in Fremont is your stop.
An increase of 169 cases of COVID-19.
Hospitals continue receiving COVID-19 patients.
When the world needed you, did you rise to the occasion?
Back here on Rio Sports Live after the timeout, Three Rivers will serve it up. Freer will set it up on the back set. Back over. High set off the net, hit over by Lamprecht. Freer will get it up near the net, spike it off the net, score the point. 12-9 ball game. Back at 11-9.
Go ahead. 6-12.
(13-9) ball game. Another point scored by Three Rivers, and they go up 14-9. Another serve by Shannon Gabbard is underway with a jump serve. Gets it over in the net. Point scored by Freer. What a run, though, by the Lady Bulldogs. Now up by 4. Now they can, if they can do what they did in game 1 right now, the Lady Bulldogs would be in good shape. They can trade points here for a while and try to maybe build on the lead. Freer, though, this is about the time where they put the foot down in that first game. Ended up securing the win. Big approach. Hinojosa. That's partially blocked. Played on the Three Rivers side near the net. Punched over. Ball still alive on the rally. High set, back set. Coming into it is Vieira. Gets it over. Ball back over on the Freer side. Lady Buckaroos will set it. High set. Hinojosa. Block. Point score. Freer. (14-11) ball game. Trevino will serve. Another point for Freer. 14-13. Trevino will serve, looking for the top. Back set, spiked over, out of bounds. Tie ball game at 14 apiece. So the 5-point lead has been erased. That's in the net. Freer on top by 1. Timeout call. Lady Buckaroos at home with momentum. Back with more after this.
Gonzalez Injury Attorneys have won over 700 personal injury cases and recovered millions for their clients. When others shut down, we continued fighting for victims of car accidents, work injuries, and 18-wheeler cases because we still believe in justice for all. Jay Gonzalez.
Back here on Rio Sports Live. 1-point game. Ball spiked over. Played by Freer. Lady Buckaroos will get it over. Back set across. Freer on the attack. Hinojosa. Blocked back at you by the Lady Bulldogs. Challenge to the net. Ball still alive on the rally. Back to the back row. Back there patrolling that. Lady Bulldogs set it up. Tipped over, down, and out of bounds. Ooh, that was close. See if Rudy caught that one. That was dangerously close to being inbounds. We'll see here at the end of this play just how close this was to being in. Freer on top at 2. Hinojosa with 2 hands tips it over. Martinez back there to play it. Free ball for Freer. Pass by Cantu. They'll set it up. Back row attempt. Vieira up. Puts another one away. Three-point game. Lady Buckaroos set up Hinojosa. Nice job of keeping that. That's up off the basketball goal. You can still play that out of the rafters, but a point scored for Freer. As long as that ball stays on your side of the court, you can play that out of the rafters. Lady Bulldogs are watching that thing pinball up there. Nearly came through the net. I've never seen that one. That would have been a new one here. Serve over is nearly an ace. High set for Hinojosa. Lets it go again. Thunders it away. They were down 14-10. That's a 9-0 run by the Lady Buckaroos here in Game 3. And Trevino will serve. Pass up near the net. Back set, hit across, punched up by Martinez. Ball back on the Freer side. High set for Trevino again. This time it's out of bounds, or Hinojosa that is. And a point scored for Three Rivers. They're within 4. At 19-15, as Maylee Martinez steps back to hand it off to Sarah Mia Stewart. Lady Bulldogs will need to rattle off at least 3 or 4 points here in succession. Short serve. Lady Buckaroos, second hit over. Right there to pass it is Sotelo. Set it up middle, tipped, and a nice point scored on a hit by Geraldo. Gabby Geraldo found a nice spot just across the front row. 3-point game. Stewart to serve again. That one over. Set across. Ball up in the air on the Bulldog side. Free chance here for the Lady Buckaroos. Set by Trevino. Hinojosa right there to dig. That's Martinez. Second hit over and a in the net call on Freer. Points scored by Three Rivers. 2-point game. Mia Stewart doing her job. Sarah Mia Stewart from the service line tallying up some points. Gets this one across. Ball back on the Freer side. Back row attempt again. Vieira. Ball at the middle. Spiked across. Right back at you. Good dig by Vieira. Quick set. Hinojosa lets it go. Off the block. Scores a point for Freer. They go up 3. 20-17 ball game. Substitution in the game for Three Rivers. As Serena Signs will check in. Serve over by Salinas. Down and in for an ace. 21-17. Analia Salinas ready to serve again. In the net it goes. Point scored for Three Rivers. What you would look at as one of the last chance efforts here for Three Rivers. Need to sustain a couple of more points in a row off the serving of Brooklyn Lamprecht. Gets it over. Freer on the attack. Looking for a big hit. Off the block. They'll get it. Point score. Lady Buckaroos up by 4. 22-18. Next serve over by Cantu. Good pass. High middle set. Off the block. Point scored. Another kill for Gabby Geraldo. 22-19. Maylee Martinez to serve. Gets it to the back rope. Laid by Freer. Lady Buckaroos to Carpenter on the angle. Scores the point. Makes it a 23-19 game. Freer on top. Cameron Cantu to serve. Gets it over. Diving play, kept that alive. Ball back over on the Freer side. Looking for the back row, that carries out of bounds. Point for Three Rivers. Lady Bulldogs don't dare want to get Freer in a position where they're 1 point away. So everything rests on Gabby Geraldo trying to score some points off the service line for the Lady Bulldogs, trying to extend this past the 3 games. Pass on the money. Back set. Carpenter lets it loose. Geraldo was there to play that. Ball back across on the Freer side. Carpenter again. Diving play to keep it alive. And in the net it goes. Points scored by Three Rivers. They're not done yet. And that's Gabby Geraldo after serving, playing some tremendous defense. Next serve coming up. Deeper serve, carries out of bounds. Freer on top at 24-21. Before that, a timeout. We'll be right back with more after this on Rio Sports Live.
Bubba's 33 and Corpus Christi is a proud sponsor for all teams on Rio Sports Live. If you can't make it to the game, then watch it on the big screen at Bubba's 33 in Corpus. Great food, great atmosphere before, during, or after the game. Stop in at Bubba's 33 in Corpus Christi, Texas.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers.
Ball across, laid by Three Rivers. Back over on the Freer side. Three Rivers punches it over down the sideline. Center set, tipped over, and 2 hits called. Freer captures the win in a 3-game sweep. Game 3, 25-21. That'll wrap it up. We're gonna go exit into a quick post-game show. I got other crews I got to try to save from the fly. From Freer High School, our final score, 3-0. Freer with a 3-game sweep. They win Game 3, 25-21. Great match between these two teams. Watch the highlights a little bit later on. And we'll be back for football action soon.